Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In less than 1 year of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, almost 8,000 Nigerians have been killed. Now, instead of finding solution to this problem, these killings, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and their social media influencers are more concerned about their obsession with Peter Obi, the man that many people believe won the 2023 presidential election, and it was allegedly taken away from him. I want you to sink in less than a year of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, almost 8,000 Nigerians have been killed. Now, you would have thought, you would think that a government with this enormous challenge will be much more concerned about to remedy the situation. But their concern is how to demarcate Peter Obi, and perhaps how to damage him so that those who voted for him in 2023 will not vote for him again. Of course, they have failed woefully from my observation, because this government is going to be judged by its record. Nobody will vote for them, just like they were rejected. APC was rejected in the last election. Almost 15,000 Nigerians voted against them. All the votes that Peter Obi, that if we are to believe the votes that are like bandits as the true votes, because many of us doubt those figures because of so many reasons, including what Lai Mohammed told us, that INEC deliberately shot the transmission of the presidential election result in real time. Now, if we are to believe that, the figure that INEC even published as a result of the election, you see that if you calculate the votes of Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, there were almost 15 million votes, almost double the 8.7 million vote that Bola Ahmed Tinubu garnered, according to INEC, in which they used in declaring him the president. So attacking Peter Obi, how is he going to solve the problem that we are going to see? Because I'm going to show you figures that were not made by me. I'm not the person that put these figures together. It is figures that when I show you about it, you can go and verify. So when a government is faced with these enormous responsibilities, it's not looking at solving them. What is looking at it as Peter Obi. Peter Obi does this, Peter Obi does that. What Peter Obi failed to do when he was governor in Anambra State. Peter Obi didn't put borehole in Anambra State when he was governor. Peter Obi didn't build school in Anambra State when he was governor. Peter Obi didn't build hospital. Peter Obi didn't do this. Peter Obi didn't do that. Is that the solution to this problem we're going to look at today? Right now. Under his administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, almost 8,000 Nigerians have been killed in less than 1 year. And we are going to see that if that momentum continues, you see the number of Nigerians that will be killed in the next 4 years of his administration. And then you can imagine what will befall on Nigeria if he's to stay there like Buhari for 8 years. So let us look at the numbers. And they say numbers don't lie. Now, according to a report that was published in December 2023, no fewer than 5,060 Nigerians were killed, while 2,263 others abducted since May 29, 2023, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over the reins of power. This is what this report was saying. This report was published in December 2023. That was 6 months after Tinubu had been the president of the country. Over 5,060 Nigerians were killed. No fewer than 5,060 Nigerians were killed. 2,263 were abducted. Now this report was put together because what this group does is taking note of newspaper media reports of killings. They put them together. So you can imagine the number of those who were killed and were not reported in the newspaper. They are not in this list, but we are going to go with the list that these people have. Now this is according to the 2023 Nigeria Security Report by Beacon Consulting, an Abuja-based security risk management and intelligence consulting company. The report was published in December 2023. That was 6 months after Bola Ahmed Tinubu became president. Over 5,000 Nigerians were killed. Exactly 5,060 Nigerians were killed. Now, in the first quarter of 2024, and that's from January to March, we're in April right now. From January to March, a new report has come out. 2,583 Nigerians were killed in the first 3 months of this year. 2,583 Nigerians were killed, while 2,164 were abducted in 3 months, according to this report. This is in the first quarter of 2024. And this was also by Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited, a security risk management and intelligence company. This is between January and March. So you can see the enormous problem, the failure of government to secure the people. But instead they are more obsessed with Peter Obi, what he did in Anambra when he was governor and what he didn't do. Now, if you look at the number of people that were killed in the first quarter of 2024, they were double the number of people that were killed by Hamas in Israel on October 7. And since then, things has fallen apart in Palestine, and the center cannot hold. Because of what? 1,200 Israelis were killed. But here in Nigeria, in the first quarter of 2024, 2,583 Nigerians have been killed by non-state actors. And what do we have in Nigeria? Nigeria is moving on as if nothing had happened, using local parlance, as if nothing happened. No effort had been made to rein in these killers. Instead, what we have been having is a situation where bandits are releasing their abductees, and then we are told that nothing was paid, and you think that people will believe you. So look at the number. When you have this enormous responsibility, you don't have to be obsessed with Peter Obi and 2027 presidential election. You'll be more obsessed on how to solve this problem so that you can be able to present something reasonable to Nigerians. Because if these killings continue like this, there is no way APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu can win free and fair election in Nigeria. Now, if you look at the number of Nigerians that have been killed since Bola Ahmed Tinubu became president from January, that's from May 29, The number, if you add the total from this report, these two reports, you find out that you have 7,643 Nigerians, nearly 8,000 Nigerians have been killed since Bola Ahmed Tinubu became president. Nearly 8,000 Nigerians have been killed. Now, if 8,000 Nigerians were killed in 1 year, let us say there is no more killing again as I'm recording this, that killings have stopped for this year. But if this momentum continue in the next 4 years, 32,000 Nigerians will be killed under this administration. And if for any reason Tinubu is re-elected in 2027, which is not likely in a free and fair election, it means in 8 years, 64,000 Nigerians will be killed. In 8 years, 64,000 Nigerians will be killed. This will be 1,000 Nigerians higher than the number that were killed under Buhari. Don't forget that in 8 years of President President Muhammad Buhari, 63,111 Nigerians were killed. I want it to sink in. If the momentum of killings going on under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu continue for 8 years, like in the case of Buhari, 64,000 Nigerians will be killed in 8 years of Tinubu. And that number will be higher, 1,000 Nigerians higher than the number of people that were killed under Buhari. Because under Buhari, in 8 years, 63,111 Nigerians were killed. Let that sink in. Now, when a government has this enormous challenge, why should your obsession be on Peter Obi? Peter Obi is not in government. Peter Obi is not the president, at least officially. He wasn't the one that was declared by INEC. He wasn't the only one that contested the presidential election with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But every day he is in the news. Every day he's under attack by the agents of the APC administration, by the agents of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whereas they have enormous challenge facing them. They think that if they attack Peter Obi, if they demystify him in their own thinking, that will make people to love them. No, your record will speak for you. The Peter Obi's record, Nigerians know it. There is nothing you can say. Even the people that are talking about Peter Obi now, we have them on record admitting that Peter Obi is the best thing for Nigeria. We know them. Their videos are everywhere, praising Peter Obi before. So it doesn't really matter. Some of them we know what they know Tinubu who he is. And they said it when they were on the other side of the campaign, when they were still with Atiku Abubakar, some of them. They speak their truth about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But now they are being used. And of course, there are mainstream APC people too, who are everywhere. Their obsession is Peter Obi. They are not thinking about the fact that their government is being damaged by the unparalleled number of people that are being killed on a daily basis in this country. Now, if this momentum continues, based on this report, by the time this government finishes, more Nigerians will be killed under it than even under Buhari. And don't forget, as I said, under Buhari, 63,111 Nigerians were killed. I'm not the person that made up these figures. They are there. You can go and verify it. So why is this obsession with Peter Obi? when you have this enormous responsibility? Why the obsession? Okay, look at the economy. The economy is in a mess. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu met Naira at 460 Naira to the dollar at the official window. 700 to 750 Naira to the dollar at the black market. Today, what is the rate? Tinubu took the Naira to 1,000 to 2,000 Naira to the dollar. And now it has fallen down. The Naira has strengthened, 1,200 Naira, 1,250, whatever, in an import-dependent country. Look at the damage they have done to the economy. Look at the hardship in the country. Look at the suffering in the country. Is it by telling us that what Peter Obi did not do in Anambra when he was governor? How is that going to impact the lives of ordinary Nigerians? How is that going to reduce the price of fuel, the price of bread, the price of rice, the price of other foodstuff in the country? By telling us what Peter Obi's school, he didn't build school when he was governor. He didn't build hospital. Is that the solution to the problem you have at hand? When you know clearly that you were rejected in the last election, even going by the INEC result, that was a total rejection. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the least approval of Nigerians in becoming president of Nigeria. Go and look at the figure that Buhari defeated. Go and look at the figure that Buhari used in defeating Atiku Abubakar in 2019, or the figure that he used in defeating Jonathan in 2015. Look at the millions of votes that they used in defeating his opponents. It was wide, you know it. But himself, in a controversial circumstances, 8.7 million votes. If you calculate the number of votes that Nigerians voted against APC, you know that that is not a popular mandate. So what should have been your concern is how to solve the Nigerian problem, and not about Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not your problem. If Peter Obi announces candidacy in 2027, Nigerians will decide. And basically, there is nothing APC can do to change the minds of Nigerians about Peter Obi. Peter Obi, by the abysmal performance of this administration in security, in economy, in every sector, is seen as an alternative by most reasonable Nigerians. That's a fact. And there is nothing Reno Mokri will say, there is nothing that Buala will say, there is nothing like Bayo Nanoga will say. Nothing will change the perception of Nigerians about Peter Obi as a man who have the competency, the capacity, the integrity to preside over a Nigeria that can succeed. He has an impeccable character. Nobody has ever accused him of forfeiting proceeds of narcotic to any government in the world. Nobody has ever accused him of that. And there is no proof he has ever forfeited. Peter Obi has never forfeited $460,000 proceeds of narcotic to any government in the world. Peter Obi has never been accused by the EFCC. Peter Obi has never been put behind the dock at Code of Conduct Bureau. Peter Obi's certificates has never been in question. Peter Obi's character has never been in question. His names have never been a subject of discussion. Neither were there issues about his schoolmates and classmates. So what are you talking about? Look at the problem you should face and forget about Peter Obi. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.